Hey, good morning, Mr. Grogan. This is Adam over at Perkins Motorplex. Getting you a video here for you and your wife on our 2015 Chevy Tahoe LT. This one is obviously the white. Looks really good, honestly, for 136,000 miles roughly. Looks really sharp. Notice just a couple little things. I'll try to point those out as I go around it. It wasn't anything that gave me any concern. I come from a GM background. I love the Tahoes and Yukons, some of my favorite products that GM's put out. Plus I have 4 kids, so obviously I appreciate the size that they offer. Now this vehicle being over 100,000 miles, obviously it's out of any kind of factory coverage, so it would be bought as is. We will have some options to help you protect some of the heavier items like engine and transmission, some of the AC charging system, stuff like that. I'll go into greater detail on those details with you later, but just know that there is an option to have it protected longer term. Probably, I believe, at least up to 36 months, 36,000 miles, maybe a little more, but I'll find out all the info I can. That's a zero deductible parts and labor at any certified shop in the nation. Diving in, again, you know we're not commission based, so we try to be completely transparent. I'll point out anything that sticks out to my eyes. Tires on it are new. It's got the black running boards with the black mirror cap bottoms. Really kind of matches up with the tinted windows. Creates a little bit of contrast there with the white exterior. Looking with the light as best I can for dings, dents. Don't see anything there that's drawing my eye to it on the driver's side. The back end, typically we get, you know, little dings, little touch-up spots, things like that. People aren't typically as good in reverse consistently as they are in drive. Not noticing a whole lot. There's a tiny little divot. Again, I'm 2 inches maybe from it. Just trying to be picky and point out everything that I notice. It's got the hatch there with the assist on the lift. Somebody had this one set for their garage. You can actually open it up larger than that too, just creating a little bit more height on the clearance. Does have the power seats, which is excellent. That's for the second row, or I'm sorry, second and third, I believe. Does have, again, the tinted glass. Looks great. Coming back here again, just noticing too with the tail lights, not seeing cracks, chips, condensation, those things that I typically look for when a vehicle has any kind of mileage, really over, you know, maybe 20,000 miles. Always look at the headlamps and tail lamps a little closer. Not seeing anything there to report. And again, coming down the passenger side, not seeing those dents and imperfections. Little things I did notice here, for example, a little bit of fading on the applique. I don't know if that's gonna be able to even be seen on the video, to be honest. Little rubber seals, obviously those things aren't forever type items. Right here on the passenger back door is the one I see, and then here on the driver's side, or I'm sorry, on the front passenger, excuse me, a little bit again of those kind of look almost like a scuff. It's not a scuff though, it's just sun damage, something that happens over time on that black plastic. Coming across the front, here's where it's most common. You get those rock chips, things like that happen to everything on the road over time. Not seeing any that are immediately noticeable. Again, a couple have already been touched up. Super minor. I think I counted 3. I don't even know. Right there. There it is. Again, just really good condition. Again, just a comment as well. Chrome looks good. Headlights look clear. Fog lights underneath look clear as well. Coming into the rear, here's where, actually before we even do that, this one does come just with a 1 key fob. That's pretty standard on most anything that we have. Most people, when they trade, they don't think to bring both keys. Sometimes even at auction, we don't really get the 2 keys. It does have the passive entry. Just push the button, the key's in my pocket. Does have the carpet liners for 136,000. The leather inside the back is in really good shape overall. Third row, again, looking great. Does have the DVD player. It's kind of a lifesaver. I just went to Holiday World with my kids this weekend. 4 of them, Believe me, the DVD player would have been a really nice feature to have. You can imagine, all boys 5 years old to 13 years old. Got the power windows, power mirrors, mirror adjustment, power locks. Obviously the higher trims, you do also get the memory seats. So if you get a second key fob, you can program those separate for each driver that'll be in and out. It does have the power seats. Again, all these electronics, these are protected with $0 deductible. I also like to point out this one does have the power adjustable pedals as well as the power tilt function for the steering column. Driver's seat has that slight tear all of them get over time. Honestly, the location of it isn't super obvious. It doesn't draw your attention there. I didn't notice that honestly until I gotten out of the vehicle to do your video. Just saw it as I was kind of pointing out the condition of the leather. So getting inside, it is push button start. Let's give those gauges a second there to flash and clear. 136,404 miles. No lights, no messages, nothing like that. Windshield looks good overall. Not seeing any big cracks. It looks like that right there might be a small chip. Again, no splintering, no fracturing, anything like that. It's kind of hard to even see. Coming over here, we've got the center stack that does have the storage behind it as well as another charging port. It's a little bit more space in there than you might imagine otherwise. Does also have driver and passenger heated seats. The heated seat with seat back, the heated seat with just the back. Does have the dual climate control as well, so I call that his and her heating. My wife and I seldom agree on the temperature it should be inside, so both can be accommodated with a car like this. Does have obviously a lot of other things that you can do with it. So here, for example, you've got navigation available. You've got all of your audio settings and your phone pairing. It does have as well the ability for other features and options like the GM app, for example. You can download that and earn points on future visits. And actually you can just have the app on your phone. Again, I'm a GM guy at heart. I used to be a service writer for like 6 years before I came here a couple years back. Really like the value of earning points for future work to be done or accessories. It's got the nice sunroof in it. I'm not smelling anything as far as odors, smoke, mold, anything like that, of course. It's in great shape. So more charging locations down in the front. We've got the top cover here for the built-in center console. It's got a few more charging spots and just a lot more storage available there. But yeah, I think that pretty well covers it. I mean, if there's other questions you have, anything I can do to try and help with those, definitely let me know. But otherwise, I look forward to working with you.